Okay, folks, buckle up because we're diving deep into something a little different today.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
going to be fun. We're talking about something called a human washing machine.
Oh,
We
what?
heard that right? A human washing machine.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
It's a concept they're working on over in Japan. And yeah, it sounds kind of crazy.
You have my attention?
I thought so. We found this article in Big News Small Bites. And, well, the headline itself is pretty wild.
Lay it on me.
All right, so get this. Scientists invent giant dishwashing machine for entire human bodies.
Whoa, hold on. They're washing people like dishes now.
That's what it sounds like, right? It paints quite a picture, doesn't it?
It does. Like, what do you even picture with that?
I'm imagining like one of those hyper sleep chambers from the movie Aliens,
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
but for cleaning people instead of, space travel.
So is this like a brand new thing? Have they actually built this thing?
Well, that's where things get interesting. Turns out this isn't the first time someone's tried to make a human washing machine. Yeah. Apparently this idea goes all the way back to the 1970 Osaka Expo.
Oh, wow. The Osaka Expo. I vaguely remember hearing about that.
It was a huge deal, showcasing all sorts of futuristic tech.
Right, right. So what did they have back then? Like a prototype?
More than that, they actually had a working model.
No way. Seriously.
Yep. Sanyo Electrico, they unveiled a human washing machine at the expo.
Okay, so what did it look like? Was it like a giant bathtub or something?
Kind of. It was this pod-like structure, almost like a canning bed, but way more advanced.
Interesting. How did it actually work, though? Like, what was the washing process?
They'll use hot water for one, and underwater bubbles to help loosen things up.
Makes sense. What else?
This is the cool part. They use ultrasonic waves, too.
Ultrasonic waves? I'm not familiar with that. What are those exactly?
They're basically sound waves, but they vibrate super fast, the way higher frequency than what we can hear.
Okay.
And those vibrations, they help to dislodge dirt and grime.
So like a high-tech scrubbing brush using sound? That's pretty neat.
Right. It's like a sonic car wash, but for humans.
I wonder if it tickled.
Uh-huh. Good question. So with all this tech, you'd think it would have taken off, right?
Yeah, you'd think so. What happened?
Well, it definitely turned heads at the expo, but for whatever reason, it never really went mainstream.
Huh. Interesting. All that work, and it just fizzled out.
Pretty much. The Sanyo tub never made it to mass production.
That's too bad. It sounds like it could have been something.
Well, here's the twist. The company behind this new version, Science Co., they're working with some former Sanyo engineers.
Wait, really? So the people who worked on the original are involved in this new one?
Exactly. They're bringing their expertise to the project.
Wow, talk about full circle. That's got to be pretty cool for them to get another shot at this idea.
I bet. But it makes you wonder, why try again after all these years? What makes them think this time will be different?
Well, for one thing, technology's come a long way since 1970.
True.
What might have seemed impossible back then might be totally doable now.
Good point. Plus this new machine, it's not just about getting clean.
Oh, it's more than that.
The article mentions sensors that measure your stress and fatigue levels.
Whoa, seriously. So it's like a health checkup while you wash.
In a way. And there's more. It also uses personalized imagery to help you relax.
Okay, now that sounds pretty interesting. I'm imagining like calming visuals and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like a customized light show to ease your mind.
I could actually see myself using something like that,
Yeah.
especially after a long day.
Yeah, I can see the appeal. But I gotta admit, I'm a little skeptical about the whole stress sensor thing.
Really?
What makes you say that?
It just sounds a little gimmicky to me, like a marketing tactic.
Yeah, I get that. But hey, maybe it actually works. Who knows?
True, I guess we'll have to see. But I definitely buy the idea that the whole experience could be relaxing.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. You're immersed in warm water. You've got soothing visuals. It's like a high-tech sensory deprivation tank.
That's a great way to put it. You're blocking out the world and just chilling.
And if it can actually help manage stress,
Yeah,
that's a game changer.
for sure. Stress is a huge problem these days. So if this thing can even make a dent in that, it could have a real impact on people's well-being.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So are they planning to actually release this thing? Or is it still in the early stages?
They seem pretty serious about it. They're going to test it out on 1,000 people at the upcoming Osaka Expo.
Really? Wow, so they're going back to where it all began.
Full circle. And get this, they're aiming to eventually have it available for home use.
So you could have your own personal human washing machine just sitting in your bathroom.
That's the idea. Makes you wonder what the bathroom of the future will look like.
Right. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
But, okay, real talk. Would you actually use one of these things?
That's a tough one. I think I'd have to try it out first. See how it feels.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, the idea of being enclosed in a machine like that, it's a little claustrophobic for me.
I get that. But if it really delivered on the relaxation front, I might be tempted.
True. It could
Yeah.
be like a mini spa day in your own home.
Exactly. And who wouldn't want that?
Though I do wonder about the practical side of things. Like how much water does something like this use?
That's a good point. Actually, the article didn't mention anything about water usage.
Yeah, I'm curious if it's more efficient than a regular shower. Or maybe it uses a ton of water.
We'll have to see, I guess.
Golly.
If it becomes popular, that's definitely something people will be asking about.
Absolutely. Environmental impact is a big deal these days.
For sure. All right, so to sum things up, we started with this crazy headline about a human washing machine.
And we ended up going on a journey through the history and evolution of this wild concept.
It's a fascinating mix of technology, hygiene, and even well-being.
Who knew washing yourself could be so complex?
Right. But hey, it makes you think, doesn't it? What will the future hold?
Yeah. Like, is this really the future of hygiene? Will we all be stepping into our own personal washing pods someday?
Well, will it be another one of those cool ideas that just never quite catches on?
I guess only time will tell. But it definitely shows you how far human ingenuity can go.
Absolutely. And it makes you wonder what other crazy inventions are just around the corner.
Exactly. So folks, keep your eyes peeled. The future's going to be wild.
That's for sure.